This is so fun. I feel like I'm giving a tour. Welcome to my gallery. So this one's called Spaces in Between. And I did it a month or two before surgery. And I was reflecting on what do you put in the spaces in between now and the thing you're nervous about or anticipating. And I went to the Barnes Foundation and I was like, so I knew I was doing trees and I was like, what do people put in between? Like there's so much space. And I left the Barnes Museum with the feeling, whatever you want. And I think about in your own life, you know, you can put anxiety and fear and worry there, or you can put joy and hope. So this one's called Spaces in Between. This is my first large painting. It's my baby. It's called Radioactive because, well, it's really cute because I worked on it on the floor. I didn't have an easel. Like I just kind of was like doing planks over it and probably actually my sweat got on it and it was actually registered as radioactive. And anyway, every single brush stroke is just like so intentional and prayerful and just hoping for the best outcome. And this is my baby. I love this painting. Okay, I will tell you about this one. So this one I did recently for this collection, and I said I call it Follow Joy, and I said to myself, every decision I made on here, I followed joy. So I was like, what should I do next? This color makes me joyful. I did that. So when I just made any decision about it, I said, what feels joyful? And I call it Follow Joy. Anyway, everything's just joyful. Do whatever you want that's joyful. Yeah, follow joy. These hydrangeas I also made for the show. And one of my prayers while working on them was just that to let it be easy, just go with the flow and do, you know, just rest as I was painting. And even though there's a lot of intricacy, each petal or each effort was just filled with rest and ease. So I call it rest and spaciousness. So I'm really excited about these because these are 2 foot by 2 foot, and I had been on the verge of deciding I didn't want to work this small anymore because for me, the joy is in the movement and like the bigness, and that it's like not about being perfect and precise and tight, but it's just about flow and ease. And then I had this idea to put them together into a grid, and it's like, and I feel, so as a whole, they each have individual names, but as a whole, I call them Better Together. And just that, you know, your efforts over time brought together are really more beautiful than each one individually. So I had to make a few extra for the show, but I had quite a few of them I had gathered from other places. So now I'm on fire about grids. I'm like, I just want to do huge grids. So critical to my belief is that you just show up and do a little bit every day. And then over time, something beautiful emerges, but don't expect yourself to come out so big. Just do a little bit each day and something develops. And this one I call Protected, to focus on that divine protection and long for in our lives safety and refuge from negativity or harm or anyway. I love doing mother and baby elephants to just keep revisiting that theme of shelter. I have a first one is a valley hair, and it looks like I used this fat crayon. And I look at it, I'm like, wow. And I loved it and was just like, this is perfection. And now I look at it, I'm like, okay, that's nice. Yeah, like, okay.